Right, we're live with JoseArmando versus IO. Let's get the sound back on. Alright, we're gonna have to... we need a...
Yes.
Answer that. Alright. Wait, no. Wait. Never mind. I'm blind. I actually did not see these ones. Sorry. I actually did not see these hunts. I saw... I was looking at the minimap for the most part, so I saw the bushes over here and not the hunts over there. Because they were still covered by the pink. I thought this was his only hunt for the time being. But looks all good, even though the Ottoman ones are a bit closer to base. It shouldn't be too much of a problem to hurt all that back in. So first game is Tupi versus Ottomans. Both are very powerful colonial civilizations. So we can see, well, expect some interesting fights quite early on. We already have Tupi here with a treasure guardian. Ottoman explorer probably looking for a trade post, sadly goes the other way around. He did mention he has not checked the maps yet. JoseArmando going for gatherers rather than hunters. Issue will be that only 5 villagers can gather from an oka at a time, but perhaps he can gather from the bush over here. He does find a trade post site here, but looks like he won't be going for it and does have a church instead. Let's give a quick look at the Ottoman deck. We do have Silk Road and artillery attack, so we can expect a Silk Road plus Abbas. And we have a little bit of an offensive styled deck for H2 on Tupi as well, so both players are definitely going for the offensive H2. Albeit the Ottomans don't really have too many H2 cards for military units, but their crates for resources will get them a lot of resources for those units. So, IO's mine, as usual on Cerrado, if you spawn on the backside of the trade route, will be a little bit of a distance, but not too bad. It's about the same distance if we look over here. So Tupi has already grabbed 2 trade posts. At least he's about to grab the second one as well. So if the Ottomans go for an advanced route, so if they do upgrade the route, it will be currently more beneficial for Tupi. Thank you so much for the follow. Mildly absent. Thank you so much appreciated. Alright, so Tupi's going for the distant trees for the time being. So Tupi is an interesting civilization as they do not gather any coin. So coin is essentially disabled for them. Their units, techs, age ups, everything cost food and wood only. What happens if they do have coins, say if you grab a coin treasure, someone tributes gold or whatever, what happens is all that coin gets converted into wood at age ups. The Tupi Explorer is quite a powerful explorer, although he's not really using the special stance from what I can see. Ottoman Explorer thus surpassed the Tupi Explorer. Here he will be able to steal a 75 wood, which is actually quite big for the Ottomans. So Tupi will instead proceed to build the trade post. So both players are now H2, age up with 400 wood on the Ottomans. Probably 2 gatherers, age up for Tupi. I'm quite surprised he's going for gatherers rather than hunters. Alright, so we got a barracks going down. That'll be his first, not an artillery foundry. So, on Wars of Liberty, Ottomans definitely do have a stronger colonial age. However, their military units train much slower compared to all other civilizations in the game. So, we'll see how that goes. There's no military buildings for Tupi just yet. Barracks goes down. Probably Janissaries in queue. Well, that is the only unit the Ottomans can train at the moment. Right, there it is. A forward war hut right next to the trading post. So Tupi has access to 3 different units at H2. Some Ubisi archers, which act like skirms, kind of like the hyena of the Iroquois. Some kind of like fast-running clubmen called, oh my god, I don't, there they are, Maratequaras. Yeah, so these guys are pretty good against artillery. And finally, they have Yibir Jaras that are kind of like anti-cav tomahawks that don't actually fire from range, but they're also very, very powerful at sieging. So the Maratequaras come in for a raid, going for the villages. Janissaries are out, so he does retreat without picking up any villages. 700 wood crate drop here. Janissaries did go out right on time to defend their base. Tupi should probably utilize their Explorer with the special power stance that boosts their units, as well as using its poison arrow ability to do some area of effect damage for enemy military units. Right, so pretty much the same at the base over here. 700 wood still being gathered. Let's see what he's going to use it for. There is a 225 food treasure here, which is quite big. Right, we got some more Janissaries. He's going towards the trade post now. There are archers here, so they will be countering the Janissaries that only have 12 range. Alright, he now sees the Janissaries. They're still focusing the Explorer. It's a good time for him to use the poison arrow. Alright, Janissaries in melee are still pretty powerful. However, the archers are what he's going to have to consider here. Right, so the Maratequaras are pretty much wiped out, but so are the Janissaries. 3 more Janissaries have been made over here. We also have an artillery foundry, so we can expect Arbus. Right, that's a lot of archers. The Janissaries don't stand much of a chance. Some Hussars would be really great for Ottomans here. The Deadlies are significantly powerful Hussar replacements for the Ottomans. Right, we got even more archers coming in. Does he have another war hut? No, he's been training on that. So Ubisi archers are pretty cheap units. If we hover over here, we can see that 40 food and 30 wood, just like maces of the Aztecs. So we can expect Arbus gun to pop out anytime. Arbus with their superior range and damage will be able to do a difference here. Unless they spawn in the wrong direction. Right, so the last few Janissaries are fighting, able to get 1 more archer down, 2 more archers down thanks to the town center shot. Right, so these archers only have 80 health, so with 8 villagers inside a town center, the Arbus are out now. However, he's not really using the 19 range versus the 16 range to kite freely. There we go. He's still not kiting too much, but with the superior damage, he's still able to bring those units down. Yep. So thanks to the Arbus. All right, we got Maratequaras here. They will be very troublesome for Arbus, forcing them into melee. Both Arbus go down pretty fast after that. Alright, things aren't looking too great for the Ottomans at the moment, with even more units coming in. But Janissaries will be able to counter these units pretty easily. So let's see what he chooses to do here. These villagers are quite vulnerable all the way out there. Luckily, Oh, that's a down for the explorer. As a native explorer, that does mean 100 experience points for the Ottomans. Quite big. 12 siege, that will take a while to bring the barracks down, but is the correct choice for the time being, as Janissaries is what he's supposed to be scared of. Yep, the Janissaries are out. Will he focus the low HPs? Alright, more Arbus down. That's going to be big. He does need to use them though. Alright, there we go. Not all of them are firing yet. Are those units stuck? Okay, they're not. Good, good. We got Yibur Jaras here, but they're kind of entering the native side here. They're gonna get stuck if they enter that zone. Oh no. Alright, he's probably just waiting outside. Okay, interesting pathing. So we got some more minor acquires here. But with Janissaries present, it's a bit difficult. Alright, he does have a stable now, so we can expect some delis. And Tupi without Yibur Jaras doesn't really have any cavalry counters, so as long as he can get rid of the Yibur Jaras, we can expect the Ottomans to win with their Arbus advantage. So we got 10 Arbus in the game currently. And, well, the weaker Tupi units will be struggling. So more Yibur Jaras, but no cavalry, so they're essentially just 13 hand damage. Despite the 55 siege, which is very, very powerful for the early stages of the game. As they are quite cheap units, as you can see, 50-50. As long as you can keep kiting here, the Arbus will be safe. You should probably have split the Janissaries and the Arbus, getting surrounded by the Martaquars, yet being able to clear them out. He's still not kiting with his Arbus. So, a very, very effective strategy would have been to fire with the Arbus, walk backwards, fire again, and so on and so forth. Some delis are now coming in, which will be quite deadly for these remaining archers. Delis are quite powerful at 410 his points, but they are very expensive at 160 food and 80 coin. So that's what, yep, that's the Tupi army down. Now we're experiencing a bit of lag now. Even more Arbus now in. Ottomans generate coin while sieging from torch units. So every Janissary and Delhi that sieges will be granting him a trickle of coin, which will allow him to probably... Yeah, that's the wipeout for the Tupi army. So yeah, each torch thrown at a building will generate coin for the Ottomans, as per their special ability in Wars of Liberty. One war hut goes down. Right, so some idle armians here. Right, so war huts are being built back at home. He will probably try and mass back at base. The villages are really, really far away from home. Another Janissary coming out. Explorer still down. Second war hut now being sieged. We do have villages quite spread around. A war hut, sorry, a longhouse there. But things are not looking too great for Tupi at the moment. We have absolutely no military units on his side, whereas there's this big, big Ottoman army present. Alright, we got more settlers going down. He seems to not be going for the pressure, but rather goes for the trading post. And looking at the road, we can see that the trade route has been actually upgraded. So we can probably expect Silk Road to be in game. So we got a few military units back in game now. He'll try to mass before this army walks into his town. Right, score-wise, Ottomans are essentially double the points of Tupi at the time being. There's no surprise after all the wipeouts. Oh, he sees the dead hunts, perhaps? He probably does see the dead hunts. Oh, no, he doesn't. This would be a big wipeout for Ottomans if he sees this. That's unfortunate. Looks like he does have advanced trade posts. Yeah, he does. So one deli will go down. Second deli about to go down from the trade post fire. These Maritequars are still idle. Wow, if only he knew there was so many villages he can just wipe out here. Delhi in base get killed by the Brajaros. The third trade post will go down. The Explorer is present here. That will mean a third trade post for the Ottomans. Especially with advanced route plus probably Silk Road in game. That's going to be a big advantage. Alright, so the Maritequars are now moving in finally, but looks like they will be missing all those villages down here. Going for the main base. And the thing is, there are absolutely no villages here apart from the ones on the mine. So there isn't much he can actually get from this, because most of them will be able to garrison in time, unless he finds this mine over here. And meanwhile, the Ottoman army is grouping up with a bigger formation, and is about to enter, and the only units present here are, well, this. And looking at the Arbus numbers, well, I can tell you the Arbus are enough to wipe out this army, if they kite. Most units are present over here. More Arbus comes out to defend. Some cavalry going down, but that is it for the army at base. JoseArmando calls GG. So that will be game 1 for IO.